Just 2 weeks ago, we told you about the plans to convert the streetcar corridor of the Detroit Superior Veterans Memorial Bridge into a park for people to enjoy.
Now, it's one of the last remaining relics of Cleveland's bustling streetcar system, which last operated in 1952. Now, we can still ride the Rapid to get around, but did you know Northeast Ohio once said yes to an underground subway system?
I want to see this. News 5's Clay Lepard revisits how those plans went off the track.
If money were no object and the red tape of bureaucracy didn't exist, what would downtown leader Michael Deemer change about Cleveland?
We made a decision as a community to go in a very different direction. I think in a lot of ways we're still dealing with the consequences of those decisions.
A long ago regret from the past that lies below his Euclid Avenue offices. So let's revisit what happened with Cleveland's original subway. No, not that one, this one. The subway plan that 2/3 of Cuyahoga County voters approved in 1953. A half-mile square loop.
You would have come into downtown, you would have gone through the terminal and then around the loop this way.
With a price tag back then of $35 million.
I love how you can really see just exactly how this thing was going to work.
An underground system connecting Terminal Tower with Playhouse Square and Hallie's, plus the financial hub and what we now know as the 9 and county offices at Huron and East 9th. When people think of a Cleveland subway, they usually think of this, underneath the Detroit Superior Bridge, which once housed streetcars. These were light rail, though. The downtown Cleveland subway plan, that was heavy rail, like what you see in other major metropolitan cities. Cuyahoga County still has the Rapid to bring people to Cleveland, but this plan would have spread riders around downtown.
It's a nice walk on a good day, but on a bad day, it can just be like soul crushing.
And out of the elements.
They put a particularly rough-looking winter scene from 1950 in this feasibility study.
Completing the last mile for Cleveland's commuters and shoppers during the city's heyday.
Close to 1,000 stores, if I'm remembering right. Think about how many malls that's equivalent to, like big malls.
Meet
like
the master storyteller of Cleveland's subway, Mark Souther.
I don't think anyone even knows that this was on the table.
The Cleveland State history professor spent more than a year sifting through articles and transcripts, uncovering how voters said yes, but county leaders said no.
The county engineer, Albert Porter, was vociferously against anything having to do with rail. He was a freeway man. He saw that as the future.
Hearings, studies, and different route options continued to pop up throughout the 50s.
This was a time when people were crowding into downtown and they were complaining about things like traffic congestion.
However, by the end of the decade, the voter-approved idea faded away as freeway growth took center stage and development extended into the suburbs. Something Mark Souther and Michael Deemer will always wonder, what if?
So the idealistic me thinks that this was truly a lost opportunity.
The immediately surrounding area in the city, I think, would have grown up and evolved as a more dense, walkable place, kind of like the one we're trying to create today.
So I think Cleveland's going to play a bit of catch up, but I think Cleveland and Cuyahoga County is going to see good things happen in transportation.
From atop the Detroit Superior Bridge, newly elected Cuyahoga County Executive Chris Ronayne took our what if and answered what next, as he hopes to mirror the transportation growth he oversaw in University Circle.
Our population grew as the Health Line advanced and as the Red Line stations opened up.
That's on top of enabling the next generation of transportation, whether that's autonomous vehicles or smaller aircrafts capable of landing just about anywhere.
I think here we're faced with a future of a hybrid of transportation modes.
A shift from looking back at the past.
I'm not sure that the subway plan would have created sort of like a Chicago loop scenario, but I do think it would have made some difference.
To looking ahead at Cleveland's future. In Cuyahoga County, Clay Lepard, News 5.
I watched that all day. That was great.
It was cool. Could you imagine? I could see it now.
I can't imagine.
Especially being able to hop on all those locations.
Wow, good stuff. Cleveland subway, quite the what if to ponder too, especially as U.S. Census data shows us 2 Northeast Ohio cities take the top spots in the state when it comes to households without access to a car.
For example, in East Cleveland, a third of households do not own a car, followed by Cleveland with almost 1 out of every 4 households without one.